Hi everyone, a little bit of a contradiction to start. Welcome to Nice Driving number 30. But the first clip involves a cyclist, and they're simply a proper human being.
You think you should walk on the path, mate? What? You're gonna get hit. Why don't you go over there? You'd be safer over there. Go on, you good? Go on. You go over here.
They even show an element of protection with their own bicycle.
Go on. Stay on the path, okay?
Simply heartwarming. Well done. This video has been kindly sponsored by Car Vertical. Watch the learner vehicle up ahead. My view is turning left and has a signal on. They're really aware and move forward. My viewer doesn't use the space, but it is much appreciated. My viewer was that impressed they decided to email the company. I also think this is brilliant. We're all too eager sometimes to raise a complaint, but we rarely give someone a pat on the back. And it also came to light that it was totally the student that saw my viewer and moved up of their own accord. Top class. Well done to Burton Driving School. Have a look at the vehicle that my viewer's following. They're turning left and they've just gone past the cyclist. I don't think that's particularly good, but at least they show the common sense to wait and let the cyclist go where they need to go before they did the turn. If it was really nice driving, they just would have held back behind the cyclist. With this clip, see how quickly you spot where the danger's coming from.
Jesus.
If you just rely on signals, you would have missed this. Let's have a look again at half speed about what my viewer picked up in real time regarding the white car's position. At this point my viewer had already sussed it. Nice job.
Jesus. You tit.
Did you know you can also check the history of a motorbike on Car Vertical? Well, you can. This report on this Harley-Davidson Road King immediately flags up that there's problems with the mileage as well as damage, and if we go straight to the photos we can see it looks as though it's been buried in sand. The timeline shows that this damage occurred in June 2020, so I instantly went on my computer and searched for US floods in that month and year, and this is what I found. Flash flooding rainfall of 8 to 15 inches occurred across parts of northeast Florida along this stall band of rainfall, with area rivers rapidly rising from near low water stages to flooding within 24 hours. Was this motorcycle caught in this flooding, or did someone just leave it on a beach while the tide came in? After searching the internet, I realised this could very well be a similar reaction you would take if you were checking out a motorbike you were interested in purchasing. But if you hadn't checked it out on Car Vertical, you wouldn't have a clue. Another thing that raised a big alarm for me was the mileage discrepancies. The third reading of more than 60,000 miles in December 2019 is the anomaly, in my opinion. But again, this report would encourage you to dig further, so you found out the truth before handing over your hard-earned money. One other thing that I realised from this report is that there were no records of this motorbike being imported into the UK, even though it's pretty obvious it lives here because it passed an MOT in February 2023. You'd have to be careful buying this one. Please check out my link in the description, and by using the promo code Ashley when you're checking out your next potential purchase, you can now save yourself 20%. Thanks Car Vertical. Here's a good example of why it's important to check your near side mirror before moving off. And also an example of why you need to check your offside mirror before moving off. Both from the same viewer. A cracking job there, well done. I often say really good drivers can fix other people's mistakes, and this clip is absolutely proof of that.
Samen met 2 anderen Ridwan Taghi ging verdedigen. Een flinke klus.
The driver in front is target fixating at the pedestrians.
Taghi is de hoofdverdachte in het Marengo-proces.
Het is een van de
Very nice work.
ooit in Nederland.
Another one of my viewers fixing someone else's mistake. Didn't look or didn't care? I'm going with didn't care. Nice job by my viewer though. A time lapse showing how to deal with normal merge in turn problems. From both sides also. You've got to ride defensively when riding a motorbike, and this is a great example of making certain that people have seen you, and if they haven't, you slow down. It's always the hidden one that's going to get you. All road users can think like this, not just motorcyclists. Another example of the hidden one that's going to get you. My viewer didn't anticipate this well enough though. Stopping a collision is good, but it's not good enough for this channel. It should be best flow for everyone, not just yourself. Do you think in the same way my viewer thinks here? You should do. The key to decide whether to do this or not is, in my opinion, dependent on the flow in your lane further up. And as we can see, my viewer couldn't have got very far, so this was perfect. This is one of my pet hates. When you hold back and do something nice for someone, help them out in other words, then they don't help people out in front of them. And this is a prime example. Watch the driver of the Golf. They're poor, they should have cancelled the signal and then reapplied it. Then they proceed to go straight past the lorry. This is the opposite of best flow for everyone. But my viewer did well and the lorry driver was appreciative. This is some great riding. My viewer's really aware of the danger. And it's an awkward one this, because it's coming from the far lane on the flyover. And it's this car we're watching. I don't understand why people choose to come back into lane 1 when there's a slit road emerging. My viewer's well onto it though. This also proves people who wear L plates aren't necessarily inexperienced. Before we have a look at this final clip, I'd like to say a massive thanks to everyone who supports the channel by buying a VFO dashcam or a different type of camera from the links in the description. Still use the code Ashley for a 5% discount. Look at the directional sign to the right and look where the blue car tries to go. My viewer's accommodating though, no issues.
Lane discipline.
It's obvious they're confused, give them space. Now look at the car that's just visible at the right corner of the screen.
Video protected.
It's alright, just let him go.
My viewer got to them in the end, but there's a little learning point for everyone there. Don't try and press that save button too early. It might just take your attention away from something else. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you soon.